हेलो एंड वेलकम टू बैक टू माय चैनल लाइब्रेरी टॉकीज़। और आज हम अगले सेट ऑफ मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करेंगे। तो पहला जो क्वेश्चन है वो है ISBN कंसिस्ट ऑफ हाउ मेनी डिजिट्स, राइट? सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज C, 13, राइट? Moving to the next question, which national agency in India is responsible for assigning the ISBN? So the correct answer here is option number C. Dash is an example of tertiary information source. We have an option A, Nature, C, Indian Science Abstract, B, Science Magazine, or D, Current Science. So the correct answer is Indian Science Abstract. Okay. Now moving to the 31st question in the series. The 25 we have solved earlier, so we are moving to the next. Engineering Village is a dash database. First option is full text, second option is bibliographic, third is engineering drawings, and D is engineering specification. The correct answer is bibliographic, B option. Moving to the 32nd question, payment of books purchased can be made only after A is classification, B is accessioning, C is cataloging, or D arrangement in the shelf. So the correct option is B, accessioning. Now moving to the 30, we have done this one. 32nd we have done. Okay. 34th, precise ISBN. This is a very simple question. International Standard Book Number. So this option is D. We have already solved a question related to ISBN. So moving to the 34th question, precise was developed by Derek Austin for the use in. The correct answer is B, British National Library. Now moving to the 35th question, getting books back from the users and releasing the borrower's ticket is known as. We have option charging, holding, discharging, or reserving. The correct answer is C, discharging. Moving to the 36th question, the objective of library binding is dash of the library material. Uh, Durability, increased. It should be and is increased, right? Increased accessibility, proper organization, digitization, right? The correct answer is D option, durability. We want to improve the life of that material, right? That is the reason of binding. Now coming to the 37th question, dash task items of expenditure for libraries as the working data for allocation of funds. A, method of details, B, per capita method, C, library budget, or D, principle of economy. Correct answer is C, library budget. 38th question, Institute for Science and Information was founded by Melville Davey, S.R. Ranganathan, Eugene Garfield, or Alan Hopkins. The correct option is Eugene Garfield. Web of Science is a service from Elsevier Science, Taylor and Francis, Thomson and Reuters World Wide Web Consortium. So the correct answer is Elsevier. So moving to the 40th question, rule of printed dictionary catalog was written by S.R. Ranganathan, Melville Dewey, Charles Cutter, or Richardson. The correct answer is Charles Cutter. 41 question, many collections lose their relevance in 20 years. After that period, such books should not be preserved in library but should be weeded out and written off. Whose statement is this? Council of American Library Association, S.R. Ranganathan, Neil Megam, or Antonio Panizzi. So the correct answer is B, S.R. Ranganathan. Moving to the 42nd question. Among the following, which is an electronic resource management software? We have CUFTS, InDesign, GIMP, Teddy. The correct answer is A, CUFTS. 43rd question is a skillful method of providing means, mechanism, and structural element to streamline organizational work is known as role analysis, strategic planning, benchmarking, autonomous planning. So the correct answer is B, strategic planning. The term cyberspace was first used by Andrew Pollock, Flower, John Postel, or William Gibson. The correct answer is D, William Gibson. Okay, 45th question is NICNet and IndoNet are network of which category? LAN, MAN, IAN, or WAN? The correct answer is wide area network. The term hypertext was coined by Garfield, Ted Nelson, Raj Teddy, or Bill Gates. The correct answer is Ted Nelson. Connecting people and information is a tagline of American Library Association, Special Library Association, Indian Library Association, or Library Association. That is UK. So the correct answer is option B, Special Library Association. Uh, Moving to the next question. American Library Association was founded in which year? 1877, 78, 76, or 71? The correct answer is 1876. Now, coming to the 49th question, Melville Davy Medal is administered by IFLA, SLA, LA, or ALA. The correct answer is American Library Association. Question number 50. IFLA was registered in the Netherlands in which year? 1970, 1971, 1961, or 1976? So the correct answer is 1971. Alright, moving to some next questions. Who publishes Universal Decimal Classification Schedule? So the correct answer is UDC Consortia, right? This is the correct answer. Let us consider this in option B, then we have option C is with regard to UDC Consortia, because none of the answer here is correct. Alright. Moving to the next question, which association in India awards teachers in LIS, Library and Information Science? IFLA, ISLIC, IIT, LIS, SIS. So of course it is related to teaching, so the correct answer is India's Association of Teachers of Library and Information Science. Berne Convention 1886 is related to copyright, so B is the correct answer, right? Now moving to the 54th, 54th, let's just give me a second. Alright, 54th question. Articles published in research journal are reference sources, secondary sources, primary sources, or tertiary sources. Of course, these are the primary sources. What is patent? An agreement between library and publisher, agreement between inventor and the government, document of the library, agreement to the government. So the correct answer is agreement between inventor and the government. What is e-print? Catalogs, repository software, a journal, or an encyclopedia. The correct answer is a repository software. What is a reprint? An article published in a conference or journal, manuscript of author, photocopy of journal, and none of the above. The correct answer is an article published in conference or journal. Moving to the 58th question. Sodh Ganga is a national level repository of e-thesis, e-journals, e-books, e-journal articles. So correct answer is D, e-thesis. When Raja R. Mohan Roy Library Foundation was established in the year 1972. So this is the correct answer. So very easy question. Moving to the 60th question. Reference sources are those which are large in size, which are read at home easily, which are costly, which obtain a particular information. Clearly, D is the correct answer. Moving to the next questions. So here is the 61st question. What is India 2017? A reference annual, almanac, guidebook, yearbook, or handbook? So I hope it's very clear. It's an yearbook. Right. Moving to the next question. What is suitable reference sources to find out list of historical monuments in Delhi? Atlas, Gazetteer, Guidebook, or Globe? The correct answer is option C, Gazetteer. Oh, sorry, this is not Gazetteer. Gazetteer is not the correct answer. The correct answer is guidebook, right? Gazetteer is for geographical sources, right? Geographical, right? So for a list of historical monuments, you will have to look for guidebook. All right. D space is developed by Katipo Communication, University of Waikato, New Zealand, Wikimedia Foundation, or D, MIT Libraries and Hewlett Packard Labs. So the correct answer is D option. Now moving to the next set of question. GSDL is developed at MIT, Katipo, University of Waikato, or Wikimedia Foundation. The correct answer is University of Waikato, New Zealand. Moving to the 65th question. Good Office Committee consists of author and booksellers, publishers and authors, government and publisher, Federation of Publisher and Booksellers Association. So the correct answer is Federation of Publisher and Booksellers Association. An invisible college is a typical example of. Invisible college is a typical example of informal channel of communication, formal, both, or lack of communication. Clearly the answer is A. It's an informal form of communication. Moving to the next set of questions. 67 million book project was initiated by. See, the correct option here is Carnegie Mellon University, B option. All right, moving to the next question. What is Dublin code? It is a metadata standard, so nothing difficult about this question. Moving to the 69 question. First edition of Prolegomena of Library to Library Classification was published in 1933, 1931, 1937, or 1936. The correct answer is, of course, 1937. Moving to the next set of question. Who contributed the principal amount of literature published or likely to be published on a subject called literary warrant? S.R. Ranganathan, Richardson, A.W. Hume, or Sayers? The correct answer is E.W. Hume. Now moving to the final set of 5 questions. Coming is the 71st. The first 3 editions, 1931, 1939, and 1950, of the colon classification are considered as freely facet, rigidly facet, almost facet, or almost enumerated. So they were rigidly faceted classification. All right. Moving to the next question. Which classification scheme is designed to serve as switching language? It's cloning classification, universal decimal classification, bibliographic classification, or system or broad system ordering, BSO. So the correct answer is BSO, option number D. Moving to the next question. Okay. Now, AACR and its allied product are published jointly by ALA, CILIP, and CILIP and Indian Library Association, Canadian Library Association, ASLIP, and IFLA. The correct answer is Canadian Library Association. Moving to the 74th question. Linear model of communication in knowledge based on Aristotle's model of communication was proposed by Jagar Haberman, A.J. Wells, C. E. Senon, and W. Weaver, or G. Gerbiner. The correct answer here is option number B. I would say C. All right. C is the correct answer. Now moving to the next question. Tag 216 mark format is for. The correct answer is 260 is for will imprint. Okay. Moving to the 76th question. Which is not a pre-coordinate indexing system? So the correct answer is D, Unitum. Alright, others are coordinate based indexing system. Precise, whether it's POPSI or chain procedure, which is developed by S.R. Ranganathan, right? This was developed by S.R. Ranganathan. Precise, it is developed by Derek Austin. POPSI was Bhattacharya, right? Bhattacharya, you can say, right? Ganesh G. Bhattacharya, right? This was developed. Okay. Unit term was developed by Maury Tombe, this was Maury Tombe, right? Alright. Moving to the 77th question, the logical operator and or not is devised by Charles Babbage, George Boole, Herman Olid, or Vengus Buss. So the correct answer is, of course, George Boole, right? Moving to the 78th question, which enables users to search and browse through all the library resources by replacing traditional OPAC to include catalog, digital library, information retrieval, etc. So the correct answer here is Invenio, Koha, VU Fund or Omega. The correct answer is VU Find. Alright. 79 question is Portico is a service for document delivery, electronic archiving, literature search or book binding. So the correct answer is electronic archiving. Right? Portico. Just remember this question. Final question for the day is this logo indicates copyright, commercial copyright, copy circulated, Creative Commons or customized creation. Correct answer is option C, Creative Commons. So this is all we have. We have done so far 80 continuously. We have done 80 questions. I hope that this will help you.